Right then people, hello everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. We are here at St James's Park for match day. It is Newcastle United versus Fulham today. But before the game, I've came out and about and asked the Newcastle fans, would they rather finish in the top 4 or win the Carabao Cup? Let's find out what they've got to say. Yes mate, so as a Newcastle fan, Newcastle now in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, close to a trip to Wembley. Would you rather win the Carabao Cup or finish in the top 4?
Well, Newcastle probably, you want to win the final, you want to as well, you go to the top 4.
You want to do both?
Yes, I did. We believe in the player, we believe in the coach, the manager, the fan. We're going to go to Wembley, the final.
Yeah. So you're confident they can win the cup and finish in the top 4?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Definitely, definitely.
League Cup.
League Cup.
Definitely. And I hope we get Man U
in the final.
Without a doubt. Because the last 2 times we've been doing there, they've hammered with twice. And there would be nothing more better than to fuck them fucking Man U fucking scumbags out.
Bit of revenge.
Just to sort them out. Happy days, lad.
Right then, Pasty.
Hello.
One question only. Would you rather Newcastle win the Carabao Cup or Newcastle finish in the top 4?
Have I got to choose?
Yes, you do. You can pick both if you want.
Yeah, wait, both, and I think we can get both.
That's the realistic thing. Can we do it though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think, you know, we have a great first 11, but obviously I think the Sheffield Wednesday tie showed that beyond that, it's a bit flimsy, and I think there's some deadwood that needs to be offloaded, but I think that'll come over time. I think right now, we just need to increase the quality of the squad, to be honest, just increase the depth, and hopefully in this window we'll get 1 or 2 in, but obviously we won't be held to ransom like we might have been more liable to last year because of the desperate position we were in. But no, why not do both? We're like, what, 2 games away from Wembley, 3 from a statue being built of Eddie, and after today, we're at the halfway point of the season, and to maintain our top 4 position, why not?
Paul from the Toon Review, I've got one question for you, one question only. Would you rather Newcastle United win the Carabao Cup or finish in the top 4?
Carabao Cup, definitely. I think it's about time we won a trophy, so I'd be happy with the Carabao Cup, and then we've got plenty of time to finish in the top 4. So for me, get a trophy under the belt, and then move on from there.
So you think that would be bigger, bringing some silverware back instead of having the Champions League nights here?
I'd love the Champions League nights back, but hopefully we'll finish in Europe anyway, so maybe just in Europe next season, but a cup would be fantastic. A day out at Wembley and bring a cup back. I mean, that's something we've never, well, certainly in my lifetime, never imagined might happen, so we've got a chance.
Do you believe that we can win the Carabao Cup?
I do, yeah. I think if we get playing Man United, then I think it'll be a tough game, but I think we'll beat United, and that's one team I would love to beat at Wembley.
It's a Carabao Cup, mate.
Yeah.
Just to see that trophy after like 50 odd years. Being the Champions League and all, it feels like them Wednesday nights are great. You know, the music and the atmosphere, but Carabao Cup for me. And that gets you into Europe, and I'll be happy with the conference. Yeah, Europe.
So that's what it is. The Carabao Cup does get you Conference League. So
yeah, it does. And just being in Europe, I know it's not as big as the Champions League, but just getting them European nights, you know, getting back on the European stage, it's just big, and just getting more sponsors and more people are watching and viewing Newcastle United, and that just gets your commercial revenues up. So just being in Europe is just fantastic.
Do you think Newcastle will win the Carabao Cup?
I would love to think so. I think we've got a good chance. I mean, anything can happen in a cup. One beauty thing about a cup is that anyone can win it, and we've seen so many upsets. So hopefully we get through Southampton and get a good result there, even a draw, a 1-0 win, come back up here. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Full of confidence, yeah.
Just one question for you, John. John Sinclair's on YouTube as well. Top 4 or the Carabao Cup? What are you picking?
Oh, I've always said Champions League because you get better players, more money coming in, better players coming in. We will win a cup eventually, like you know what I mean. But I'd love to win a trophy. I'll go personally, Carabao Cup first. Go for that personally. Win that, and then fight for the Champions League. But out of the 2, I'll go Champions League.
You'll go out of the 2, yeah? You'd rather finish in the top 4?
Absolutely, because that's where the glory is. We're not going to win it, but that's where we get exposure as well. Like, you know, it's just you know, play better players than Madrid, Barca, Juve, Bayern, you know, all these big clubs as well. What to test us up here, because this stadium, right, I think it's ready for Champions League. I mean, Eddie has done a fantastic job at the moment in time. So yeah, I mean, why not?
Do you think Newcastle could win the Carabao Cup though, if we do get past Southampton? Are you confident?
I'm very confident because I think we're ready for it. Like, you know what, I think Man United, right? I mean, if they get through, they're doing well. They turn around and ETH and Ten Hag. But at the end of the day, right? I mean, we've got to do our own thing. We've got the best defence of the country. Let's get this right. You know, we're not scared of no one. We proved that at Old Trafford with 2-0 each. Yeah, I thought we were the better team first half, but at Wembley, I think we're right to the occasion. If we get there, I think we take anyone on. I think we win the thing. I'm not confident that we can do this.
Newcastle fan, you're all the way from South Africa, now living in the UK, but you support Newcastle. I want to know, would you rather Newcastle win the Carabao Cup or finish in the top 4 this season?
I want to be greedy, kind of, because I think we have high chances of making the top 4 for some reason. Other teams are not doing so great. So we have chances of making the top 4. And I want us to win the Carabao Cup. Come on, we need a trophy. Come on, at least in our lifetime, for us that are still of this age, you know, we need a trophy. So, yeah, a trophy and top 4. Why not?
I like it.
We have the chances to
bit
make
of both.
Yeah.
Are you confident that we can get past Southampton and then win at Wembley, are you?
No, yes. I think the draw is quite so perfect that we play in our second leg at home. And that's what makes it unique for us. So we have higher chances because at home, we're unbeaten.
They've got no chance coming out second leg.
No chance.
All right,
So I think the draw is quite perfect for us. Even though it's a long drive to Southampton, we can easily get a draw there, come back here and have a win.
Johnny from Newcastle Fans TV, I've got one question for you, mate. Would you rather Newcastle win the Carabao Cup or finish in the top 4 this season?
Easiest question you've ever asked me, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. Carabao Cup every day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
Twice on a Sunday? Well, we'll go on a Sunday as well, so that's good.
Of course it will. What, it's a trophy?
Yeah.
We'll just get top 4 next year.
Yeah?
Well, why not do both? But no, in all seriousness, mate, it's got to be winning the trophy.
Yeah.
You know, when we haven't had a cup, like, I know championships, but they don't really count. But could you imagine this place if we win a trophy? Like,
scary.
Takeover was good, but to be extra level. But Carabao Cup this year, that'll do me. But if we get top 4, it's like the cherry on top of the cake, isn't it?
Do you know how you said there though that obviously championships they don't count? A lot of people, you know, you see the big clubs kind of disregard the Carabao Cup, don't you? But it is still a major domestic trophy.
Of course it is. It's a major trophy. You hear what Eddie Howe had to say the other day when he went down Birmingham doing his fortnight dance or whatever. No, it is a major trophy, mate. Like for me, look, I know some teams take it for granted, but you look at teams like Everton, Aston Villa, Tottenham, haven't won a trophy in 10, 20 years. They'd take a Carabao Cup right now.
Absolutely.
Villa Park will be bouncing. Goodison Park, well, I don't know about Goodison Park right now, but they'll be bouncing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a kickstart as well, isn't it? You win the Carabao Cup, then you look towards maybe winning the FA Cup and kicking on from there.
Well, the most successful manager ever at the minute is Pep Guardiola, isn't it? And they've won it how many times? And you look what they've done. Every time they win another trophy, win a Premier League or an FA Cup, or get far in the Champions League, it does make a massive difference. Like, I know we're not going to win Premier Leagues or Champions Leagues this season, but it might make the difference. It might even get us into the top 4 already. You know what I mean? Like if we've only got Premier League games to play, there's a good feel around the place right now. So why not?
Bill from the Food Bank here, great work as always. I want to ask you one question, mate.
I'm ready.
Would you rather Newcastle win the Carabao Cup this season or finish in the top 4?
Finish in the top 4.
Yeah?
And I know I'm giving up the greatest night of jollification in the last 30 years, and I intend to be on the Irish Centre setting off fireworks. Oh, look at this beautiful little soul. Thank you so much.
Very big donation that as well.
But I just think for the development of the club, and I'm greedy, I want a FA Cup.
Yeah.
I want to be jumping in the fountain when it's warm, not when it's freezing cold in February. So if I had the choice, and to be honest, we're not even in the final yet.
Yeah,
so let's remember that. And Southampton has spoilt many a party for us. And I don't think we'll finish top 4 because I don't think, to be fair, we quite have the squad to do it yet. But I think these lads will have a great go at it. And if we did that, I think it allows this club to take a gigantic step, which it needs to take, to be what we all dream of. And from there on in, by God, one day we'll start winning championships. We had a fella around here today and he was giving some of his possessions away, and he's had a diagnosis that says his life's going to be limited, and he says, I want this club to win things soon. So for him, we'll take the Carabao Cup. For the future development of the club, I think top 4. And how are the lads and lasses and everybody, and thanks everybody for helping the food bank out. You're such a credit, and it's so humbling to be here and see you all.
Newcastle United, what would you prefer at the end of the season, for them to win the Carabao Cup or to finish in the top 4?
Top 4, because I want to be in the Champions League.
Yeah, you want to see the likes of Messi maybe at St James's Park, things like that?
Yeah.
Great stuff. All right, keep up the good work, mate. Love it. Nice one. Mate, would you rather Newcastle win the Carabao Cup this season or finish in the top 4?
Finish top 4.
Yeah, why is that?
Champions League place. Then we'll have a better chance to win the Champions League.
Yeah, getting the Champions League, have the likes of Real Madrid here and things like that.
Yeah.
Are you not desperate? Well, you're not because you haven't seen much of it, but there's a lot of older fans who are desperate for a trophy. You might be lucky, you might have a lifetime of them.
Yeah, right. But it's a moment opportunity.
Right then, that's the thoughts of the Toon Army, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Personally for me, I want the Carabao Cup, I want silverware back here at Newcastle. As much as I obviously love to see Champions League nights back here, see the best players, the biggest teams, the biggest games, that can wait for me. We're so close to Wembley, we're so close to a trophy. Something I never thought I'd see in my lifetime, to be honest, under the Ashley era. So bring back that Carabao Cup and we'll go from there. Cheers for watching, everyone. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourselves.